ऑनरेबल स्पीकर सर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर अभी आ रहे हैं, रेस्पेक्टेड प्राइम मिनिस्टर, members of the Council of Ministers, UPA chairperson, my leader, Madam Sonia Gandhi, my friends and colleagues. सर बहुत कुछ बोलने को तो दिल चाहते हैं, लेकिन बोलूं क्या, ये भी सोचते हैं, क्योंकि ये 17वीं लोकसभा की सेशन सत्र की आखिरी दिन, अंतिम चरण पे हम पहुंच चुके हैं। पता नहीं कैसे 5 साल गुजर गए। समय और ज्वार इंतजार नहीं करते। बहुत सारे तजुर्बा हासिल भी किए हैं और दिल कहना चाहते हैं कि जिंदगी में कितने दोस्त आए और कितने बिखर गए। किसी ने 2 रोज के लिए आए, किसी ने 2 कदम चलते ही सांस भर लिए। पर जिंदगी का दुस्तनाम है दरिया, वो तो बस बहते रहेंगे, चाहे रास्ते पे फूल गिरी या पत्थर। The coming to the close of the current Twitter session, which is the last of the 17th Lok Sabha, marks yet an eventful milestone in our parliamentary history. As witnessed on several occasions in the past, the current Lok Sabha too has had its share of tumultuous and also epoch-making events. We have witnessed the inaugurations, opening and shifting of the venue of our parliamentary business to the new Parliament House from the iconic Parliament House building, which has now been renamed as Samvidhan Sadan. We have got accustomed to, or some old-timers like me are still in the process of getting accustomed to the environs of the new Parliament House. We have commenced the journey of our Parliament from this new Parliament House from 19 September 2023 onwards. I would like to recall at this juncture that it was on 19 June 2019, that is, 2 days following the commencement of the first session of the current Lok Sabha, that Sri Om Birla was elected as the Speaker Lok Sabha. Right from the day of assuming office, Sri Om Birla has been steadfastly taking and is continuing to take a number of initiatives for smoothening and improving the parliamentary practices and processes and providing better amenities and facilities to the honorable members, be it accommodations, medical facilities, transport, or appropriate support mechanism for discharging one's parliamentary duties. Being the chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब, आप उस समय थे नहीं, लेकिन मैंने आपको जिक्र किए हैं। रेस्पेक्टेड प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोल चुके हैं। Being the chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, I am particularly grateful to the Speaker for his leadership and guidance in holding the centennial celebrations of the PAC on a grand scale in December 2021. With a 2-day conference of the chairpersons of PACs of state and union territory legislatures, where the attendees included presiding officers of various legislative bodies holding exhibitions in physical and digital formats, and release of the centenary souvenir on the 100-year journey of the PSC by the President of India in the Central Hall of Samvidhan Sadan. The event was truly epoch-making in the history of the Indian Parliament and its committees. While we have discussed, debated and voted upon a number of matters of public importance, we have also had a fair share of adjournments and loss of business time of the House. Those holding alternate or different views tried to get their points across, which ultimately led to disruptions. This is a part and parcel of our democratic process. Debate and discussions are the hallmark of our parliamentary system, and adopting even the remotest method of browbeating or stifling those holding alternate views on policy matters and issues is best avoided. Despite the pulls and pressures of the times, the Honorable Speaker has always maintained its composure, accommodated or tried to accommodate all sections of the House in expressing their viewpoints, and conducted the proceedings of the House with diligence and dignity. In the last 14 sessions of the current Lok Sabha, which will soon come to a close, we have had a good share of events of immense concern to the people and the nation as a whole, as well as those of significance. The opposition in the House played its role responsibly in raising and debating on issues of immense public interest and concern. To recall, such matters that we raised and debated on included the fallout of COVID pandemic on the common people in particular, and the government response to the situation, threat posed to our nation's security with the aggression and hostility of our neighboring countries, problems posed by pollution, rising levels of unemployment and jobless growth, and the effect of increasing inflationary pressures on the lives of common people. In the previous session, that is the 13th session, we witnessed the unfortunate incident of security breach in the Parliament House, which obviously is not a good sign and does not augur well. I can see and understand that remedial measures are being taken. With the augmenting of the security apparatus, I am sure that we will not be witnessing such incidents or face any form of security threat in future. In statistical terms, the 17th Lok Sabha has been very productive, with a very significant number of legislations passed, questions posed, matters of public importance raised during the 0 hour and under Rule 377, and discussions held on matters of public importance. The legislation enacted by us in the current Lok Sabha include the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023, providing for reservation of seats to women in the Lok Sabha and other legislative assemblies. Yet, the work pertaining to empowerment needs to be carried forward as social classes cut across gender and the weak and deprived too deserve a chance for betterment. Also, the process of appropriately and elaborately debating and discussing legislations that have a bearing on the lives of the common people at large cannot and should not be undermined in any way. As a responsible opposition, my party has, in course of the last few years, played its due role meaningfully. Sir, मैं एक दूर दराज गांव के एक नुमाइंदे हैं सर. मेरा नेत्री मैडम सोनिया गांधी जी मुझे हिंदुस्तान की नेशनल पार्टी कांग्रेस को सदन के अंदर अगुवाई करने की मौका दिया, इसलिए मैं उनके प्रति आभारी हूं और आप सबके प्रति भी. We have always endeavored to strengthen our parliamentary system of governance and will continue to do so. The glory associated with India's freedom struggle is well recorded and is a remarkable chapter in world history. My party has always stood and fought for preserving, protecting, and upholding our hard-earned freedom and democratic rights, and will always continue to do so. I would at this point like to place on record my appreciation of the immense amount of hard work and labor that the Secretary staff who work under the administrative control of the Secretary General, including the legislative staff, reporters, interpreters, and the security personnel have put in the last few years of the current Lok Sabha and ensured that the session of the House were held with precision and perfection. As the leader of the largest opposition party in the House, I would take this opportunity to express my thanks and gratitude to the Honorable Speaker for his help and support. As I mentioned earlier, the 17th Lok Sabha has been noteworthy and eventful in many ways and will be remembered for its many firsts. I wish to conclude by wishing my colleagues in the House the very best for the coming time. Thank you, sir.